Hello, welcome back to Truthseekerstea. My name is Kate, and I'm so thankful to have you here for today's Pick a Card reading. We're going to be looking at how your person or the person on your mind currently thinks you are feeling about them. So there will be an energy check-in for each pile, just to make sure that you do resonate with the pile that you chose. And for the extended reading, we're going to be looking at your person's thoughts and feelings towards you and getting you guidance. So if you're also interested in your person's feelings, I'll have the extended linked in the description box. But for this reading, we have 3 piles to choose from. For pile number 1, we have the Ethereal Visions Illuminated Tarot with this amethyst raw crystal. For pile number 2, we have the Lucid Minds Tarot with this orange calcite raw crystal. And for pile number 3, we have the Pastel Journey Tarot with this rose quartz raw crystal. So go ahead and take whatever time you need to tune in to which pile you're feeling the most drawn to. Again, there will be an energy check-in for you guys. I will have the timestamps linked down below, along with the extended readings and the names of the decks that I'm going to use in case you guys are curious. Other than that, I am excited to get into your reading, and I'll see you at your pile. Hello, pile number 1. Welcome to your reading. If you chose the Ethereal Visions Illuminated Tarot with this amethyst raw crystal, then this is going to be your reading where we're looking at how your person currently thinks you are feeling about them. And then for the extended reading, we're going to be looking at how your person currently feels towards you. So if you guys really feel like it resonates and you want to go deeper into it, I'll have that link down below. But first, we're going to start off with an energy check-in just to see what's going on in this connection, how you currently view this situation, this person, the connection to them. And it's going to really be hopefully from your perspective for the energy check-in. And it's just meant to help you feel more confident that you picked the right pile before you fully invest in listening to the reading. So thank you so much for being here. I'm excited to get into this. All right, so for pile number 1, how does pile number 1 currently view this situation, this person? How will they know that this is their reading? We have the Devil here in reverse, Capricorn coming through. We have the 3 of Pentacles in the reverse, 2 of Swords, the 2 of Pentacles. Okay, so I feel, for a lot of you right now, especially with the 9 of Cups at the bottom of the deck, I feel like you might be taking a step back from this connection due to feeling like it may be causing, like there may be sort of an uncertain energy with this person, or you might just feel like you're kept in the dark, or there isn't like a sense of clarity coming from this person or this situation. And so it feels like you're trying to, I feel like you're at a point where you're thinking about what you want to prioritize in your life. And I feel like when it comes to this connection, you almost feel that maybe you need to distance yourself from it, or that you're not happy with the level of, I want to say, like the progress of the connection, or I also want to say like this person's openness towards you. Like I feel like maybe this person isn't super open and collaborative, or you may just feel like you're not really getting anywhere with this person. You don't really know what they want or what they're trying to, what their priorities are. And so it's almost like if there's uncertainty in this, like you don't want to be attached to a situation that doesn't feel like you're on the same page with the person, or it's like you're not even sure what page you guys are on in a way. Can we clarify the devil in reverse? Yeah, wait, the hangman. I do feel like you guys are kind of taking a step back from the connection. And almost like you're not forcing it. Like there's this sense of, especially like a very classic definition of the hangman for me is like a situation where something isn't really moving forward. And it's like you take this second to kind of stop, put a pause on it, stop moving forward on it, to kind of get a different perspective. Because it's almost like whatever page I've been on or however I've been trying to move forward in this connection, it doesn't really feel like it's successful or it's working. And so it's like you're almost trying to get a different perspective of this person, or trying to see the situation from another lens. Or you might even be wondering if a new perspective is needed. So we also have Pisces energy here as well. Can we clarify the Three of Pentacles? We have the Two of Wands in reverse. Yeah. Yeah, and so it just feels like it's like there's a lack of movement forward, and I feel like you're also putting the brakes on trying to push the connection forward or trying to make plans around this connection. You may also feel like this person is in this energy. You may feel like this person is sort of not giving you clear direction in this connection. Like you might just feel like there's a lack of direction here, a lack of like not teamwork, but a lack of shared vision for how it's moving forward. And so you might even feel like a little imbalanced in a way. So can we clarify the Two of Swords? A lot is up in the air here too with all of these twos. It's like that's a decision, and it feels like there's sort of indecision here, like things could go either way. Can we clarify the Two of Swords? All right. We have the Nine of Pentacles, and then we have the Wheel of Fortune. Yeah, and then the Four of Cups here. I'm definitely picking up on this Four of Cups energy overall. And this could kind of be like what you're sensing from your person, like they're a little bit apathetic. It feels like there's a tone of apathy in the connection where you don't really know if this person's super interested. But it does feel like you guys might be just wanting to focus on yourself because you can't really, if you're unsure about this person and you're not getting like a clearly interested vibe, or you're not getting clear direction, it's almost like you're like, okay, well, I'll just tend to my own life and my own abundance, and I want to focus on my self-worth. And with the Wheel of Fortune here, it's kind of like what will be. And the Wheel of Fortune for me can be this energy of leaving it up to the universe, or just trusting that if something is meant to happen in this connection, like if there is something like fated, it will happen. And it's like kind of leaving it up to the universe, and not pushing it. Like I just feel like there's this energy of I'm not going to force it, I'm not going to push it. I don't want to get caught up in like a negative situation for myself. I don't want to get attached to something that is going to throw me off of or is going to throw you off of your game, or make you feel sort of unworthy, or just it's almost like when you work really hard on your self-love and just like being healthy in general, it's almost like you can be extra selective when people come into your life, and it's like you want to give people a chance and you want to be open to things developing, but there's also this part of you that doesn't want to slide backwards into a familiar dynamic, or a dynamic that kind of causes you to slide backwards when it comes to your own sense of like well-being. And so there's almost this feeling of you, and I feel like this is like almost both. It's like you're mirroring this person's energy back toward them, because I'm sensing this on both sides too, where it's like if there isn't going to be initiation from your person, then it's almost like you'll just kind of take some time to regroup and that like maybe you're feeling a little bit bored in the connection or feeling like a little not like much is happening, but you're like, okay, I'll just like kind of protect my peace and stay in this energy. Yeah, and kind of see what happens. So that's what I'm picking up on. So let's see now how your person thinks you're feeling. Sorry, I keep adjusting the lighting because I just want to get it in a good place. Okay, so Spirit, pile number one's person, how do they think pile number one is feeling toward them? We have the Six of Cups in reverse. Interesting. We have the Three of Wands. Wow, this is almost annoying me immediately, but I don't know if I have to be annoyed, but it's like it's already coming through really clearly. It's like your person thinks that you're missing them and that you're like waiting for them, or like you're waiting on them, that you're kind of longing for them. Yeah, that's what they think. We have the Two of Pentacles. They kind of think that you like you might be kind of dealing with whatever is going on in your life. Like they feel like you may be focused on other things. But there's this energy of kind of waiting for things to progress. How does pile number one's person think that they're feeling? We have the Hermit here in reverse. Maybe that you're feeling sort of like lonely, trying to keep busy even. Like there's this energy of trying to keep busy, but maybe feeling alone or not wanting to spend time alone, feeling like lonely. We have Virgo here. But there is this sense of feeling lonely without them or missing them. Can we clarify the Six of Cups? We have the Fool here in reverse, Aquarius. How does pile number one's person think that they're feeling? Can we clarify the Three of Wands? The Page of Wands? I feel like they... See, this is slightly, I don't know, I need to not be annoyed and stop. I need to stop putting like my personal, like, I just need to relay the information, you guys. So I'm just going to relay the information. Like, I feel like this person almost feels like it's that energy of, when you are looking forward to something, or it's almost like when you miss someone, or like, let's say you just broke up. And I don't think this is necessarily a situation like this. I'm just saying this is the energy coming through. It's almost like when it's hard for you to stay present and focus on like the opportunities or the fun, like all around you, and like things you could do for fun. When it's almost like you're focused on something else. Like it's almost like you're not in the present moment because you're focused on the past, and then you're like longing for the future. So it's almost like your person thinks that you're kind of in that energy of not really being able to have a new beginning, or like not being baggage free in a sense, because there's like an attachment to this person, or there's like a holding on to this person, or maybe that they feel like you're kind of holding, like, it's almost like when you watch the pot boil and it takes longer, like they almost feel like you're in an energy like that, where you're kind of like waiting for there to be a new pathway between you guys, waiting for a message, even with the Page of Wands. Like it's almost like you're just waiting on them, keeping busy, maybe even spending time alone is kind of what I'm getting here, or just feeling lonely, and like almost like the energy of like not being open to new options in a way, because it's kind of like the Four of Cups energy is like how they're seeing you, where it's like if there's, maybe that is how you're feeling. But I was getting more that you're focusing on, while you're in this time of uncertainty, the Nine of Pentacles came through, which means like you're focused on yourself and your own abundance and your singlehood. If you guys are single, it's like you guys are focused on that. And you're focused on yourself. You're not like, just kind of it's almost like everything is black and white besides like the hope of this person is like, I feel like they're kind of seeing it like that. Like you're not having as much fun or something. Without them, or yeah. And I don't know if there's like distance or something like that, but it feels like overall the situation is one where it's like, I don't know if it's in limbo or it's like more information needs to unfold or we're waiting for certain external factors. I don't know exactly what it is, but it just feels like that. Can we clarify the Two of Pentacles? We have the Queen of Wands in reverse. Can we clarify the Hermit? And we have the Four of Wands in reverse. And then the Seven of Pentacles. Okay. Yeah, it's like your person thinks that you guys are kind of like waiting on them. For some reason, there's an energy coming through of like your person maybe thinking that you're feeling maybe a little bit like isolated right now. I don't know why they think that. Like they maybe think that the Four of Wands in reverse, like maybe this person feels like you don't have as much support without them or something, or like maybe you're not happy with your current like housing situation, your current like community that's around you. Like maybe you feel like you're like you don't have you know, this is kind of reminding me of is like, you know, when we're younger, and like this might be something that people still experience, but this is like from my personal experience. Like I remember when I like first had a very serious relationship, like I became very out of whack with my priorities, and I feel like I didn't pour as much energy into, like I didn't balance things out as much. And so it's almost like I poured so much energy into the relationship that I didn't really realize that I wasn't nurturing my other relationships. And so and the person was a year older than me, and so when he went to college, I remember just feeling like kind of having a moment of realization of how isolated I became, or like I was, and I like started to feel kind of down in general, and like I did feel less confident in a way with the Queen of Wands here in reverse, like because almost feeling like that person was my like home, or like was my support system. And so it's almost like, and I don't know if that situation makes sense for this, but for whatever reason, on whatever scale, it's almost like they feel like you put a lot of your eggs in their basket. And so it's like without them, you feel like maybe less confident. And they may also feel like you like prioritize them in general. Like you might just be patient right now. Yeah, we have the Two of Swords here, like that you're kind of patiently, you know, looking at the situation, like hoping that it continues to grow, but like that you're kind of patiently waiting for them is the feeling here. Waiting for things to grow, waiting for things to come in, not really doing too much in the meantime. Like you're not jumping towards anything new is how this person feels. It feels like they think that you're kind of waiting on them for the excitement, waiting on them for like a celebration or like a homecoming even. I don't know if you moved away from home or someone moved away from home. There's something about that, like maybe feeling homesick even, like for some reason that's kind of coming through. Yeah, let's see. Let's get some oracle cards, and then we'll take it into the extended, where we'll look at how this person's feeling toward you. But first, let's see. All right. How does pile number one's person think that they're feeling toward them? Yeah, we have TikTok here. Like, it's almost like you're just kind of waiting on them, or feeling like it's that energy of like, what's the words for this? It's like when you're not in the present, and it's like you're almost having a hard time just trusting in the timing of things. And so it almost feels like it's like you're not, like this person thinks you're like not going with the flow of time, but more than anything, it's like you're anxiously awaiting this situation, or maybe you wish it would come sooner. Yeah, so it says, have you been feeling as if the clock is ticking and getting a little nervous that your dreams are taking too long to manifest? Blah, 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 blah. It's this energy of kind of just waiting, or getting nervous and wanting to wait on this person, or feeling like your blessings are tied up in this person as well. We have fork in the road. Yeah, and again, it might be like waiting on, it feels like there's a decision to be made. Maybe they are waiting, feel like they're waiting, and that was coming through in the energy check-in, that it feels like there's some sort of crossroad moment or a decision that maybe your person is making or you're making, but it's more coming through like your person, but it's almost like we're anxiously awaiting this decision to see, you know, what's going to happen. We have serendipity here in reverse. Okay, these all just came out. Did not mean to do that. We have never-ending story. We have yin, and then we have chaos and conflict. So yeah, I feel like there's this energy of your person definitely feeling like you're in this sort of passive feminine energy. And it's almost like your person feels like you're not being super assertive though. Like it's almost like you're taking a step back. And maybe that they feel that this situation is maybe making you feel like a little bit insecure, or it might be like triggering some of your insecurities. Cause it's like, we have like the yes, no, it says love me, yes, no, yes, no, yes, no on this little compass thing. And so it's almost like this person feels like you're in that energy of waiting, but it also feels like you're not, it's like if there is some sort of like conversation that needs to happen between the two of you, I just like the two of you, I don't know why I just did that. It's almost like it's like you're passively waiting and you're not like pushing this person though. It's like they almost feel like you are, you're taking a very feminine approach is how they feel about it. Like you're not pressuring them, but you're also not like asserting though what you want in a sense. It's like you're not asserting yourself heavily though. Like you're not like, okay, so what's happening? It's almost like you're kind of, you know, just waiting. And it's like you may be having anxiety about it, but I don't feel like you're putting pressure on this person. Anything else? We have Healer of the Ages. We have a man holding a heart in reverse. We have Door to Spirit. Then third chakra. Yeah. So I almost feel like there's an energy here of like, and then Angel of Love in reverse. I feel like your person maybe feels like again, like some of your confidence is wrapped up in the situation. And with the Angel of Love here in reverse, it's a card that talks about how you need to like put love towards yourself. And then the more love you put towards yourself, it's like that is what draws in, that's what draws in a loving treatment towards you. This person may also feel like you are sort of like working on yourself or in sort of a passive time period where I feel like you are maybe connected spiritually in a way, but I feel like this person maybe thinks that you feel unsure of this person's feelings towards you, like you aren't sure of how they feel. But I do feel like there is a sense that in the meantime, like they may view you as a spiritual person. And so they may just feel like you aren't really doing too much in the physical, but that maybe you're exploring your like spiritual sort of endeavors, or like it feels like, you know, when people talk about Sagittarius and it's like you can explore within your mind, it's like maybe this person feels like you do have a very active mind. And it's like you may not be doing as much in the physical, but they almost feel like maybe spiritually you are active. Yeah. And maybe that you're healing, maybe even something from your past too. If it's not something with this person, they may feel that you are healing from the past right now too, with the Healer of the Ages. But yeah, that's what I'm picking up on. So hopefully that made some sense to you. I'm going to now see how this person is feeling towards you in the extended. So I'll have that link down below. And then we'll also get you some guidance on this connection too. So other than that, thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate it. If you're able to hit the like button, leave a comment. I really appreciate everyone who does that. And Other than that, if you want to see more pick a card readings, I would love for you to subscribe. And I am so grateful to have been able to read for you. Thank you so much, and I hope to connect with you again soon. Hello, pal number 2. Welcome to your reading. If you chose the Lucid Minds Tarot and this orange calcite raw crystal, then this is going to be your reading where we're looking at how your person currently thinks you are feeling about them. So there will be an extended reading, and in that we're going to be focusing on your person's feelings for you and anything else that feels important to explore. So I'll have that link down below if you guys are interested in that portion of the reading. But for this, we're really going to be looking at your person's perception of your feelings towards them. So we're going to start off as usual with an energy check-in, just to make sure that you guys are feeling confident that this is your situation, this is your person, before you invest in further watching the video. So, Spirit, please do me into pile number 2 situation. How would pile number 2 describe this person, this connection with them at the time they're watching this video? How will they know that this is their situation and the person that they're thinking about? Okay, we have the Devil. Interesting, the Devil came out in this position for pile number 1, but it was in reverse. So we have Capricorn energy. How is pile number 2 viewing this person's connection? We have the 9 of Wands in reverse. We have the 10 of Swords. Okay. Okay. We have the 3 of Wands. Okay, so I'm feeling like this is a situation that you maybe have given up on, or it may be just, oh, you want to know what's coming through? This Love by Maroon 5. This love has taken its toll on me. She said goodbye. Anyway, so, but it doesn't have to be that situation. It can just be that there's just been enough things that have happened in this connection for it to feel like it's not healthy for you, or it's like it's taken its toll on you. Like there's just been too much in the situation where I just feel like, especially with the Devil, this can start to become a relationship that feels more like an attachment that's like painful than a happy, loving relationship. Get a sip of my coffee. Can we clarify the Devil? We have the 5 of Swords and then the Page of Cups in reverse. Yeah. And that part that's coming through is like, what are the lyrics to it? It's like, I never saw the fire that was burning in her eyes, the chaos that controlled her mind. So I feel like you're maybe seeing maybe more of the negatives of this person or this connection, that maybe you had like rose tinted glasses on, or maybe you felt like you were kind of naive, or yeah, maybe we're naive to some of the more negative traits, or yeah, just like an energy where maybe you would have been like turned off by, but like because you sort of had rose tinted glasses on, like maybe you saw it, a lot of their behavior through rose tinted glasses, but maybe now you're seeing it as more like toxic or negative. Can we clarify the 9 of Wands in reverse? We have the 7 of Wands in reverse. Yeah, and maybe you guys felt, well, there's, yeah, Justice in reverse coming through. Definitely feel like you guys are slowing down on this situation, becoming more aware of maybe that you didn't have your boundaries up with the 7 of Wands or the 9 of Wands, like maybe that you had your guard down with this person, but also maybe that you guys are done trying to like force it to happen or like make it work. Like it's almost like you're kind of surrendering on some level, like you're not going to try to keep fighting for a situation like this, like you're feeling tired of fighting for it, or you may even feel like this person didn't really fight for it too. And then the 10 of Swords is like an inevitable painful ending, so the fact that that's here just makes me feel like you guys are kind of like, it just feels like when it's the Ten of Swords, it's usually a situation that's gone on kind of for too long, and now we're at like the end of the road, or like rock bottom with something where it's just like we can no longer delude ourselves. You know what I'm hearing is In My Head by Ariana, and it's like Ariana Grande, and then in the beginning of the song it's like, this has gone on for way too long. You know, that you've been in love with the version of a person that does not really exist. And then the song is all like it was all in my head about another person. So you might just kind of feel like you were disillusioned in some way here too. Can we clarify the Ten of Swords? We have the Ace of Wands and then the Two of Pentacles. So you may feel like there was a strong physical connection between the two of you guys, but maybe you didn't feel prioritized by this person, or you didn't feel like this wasn't a balanced connection, a balanced situation, or the situation didn't really fit into your life in a way that was harmonious with the rest of your life, or it didn't become like a part of your day-to-day, but maybe there was a strong like physical connection between you and this person. Okay, then we have the Two of Swords and then the Sun. And then we have the Ten of Cups at the back of the deck. Interesting. So maybe you even felt like this person, yeah, with the Star in reverse though. So it's like, I feel like you may have really, really like saw a lot of potential with this person. And maybe you feel like because you were like waiting, it's almost like when you're waiting in the hopes of something, like, or when a situation is not bringing you what you need. Like sometimes we can get, like when we are sitting in uncertainty about something, we can maybe attach to our hopes and like how we hope the situation will unfold, rather than looking at the current reality of the situation and how it's actually been and how it is in the present moment. And I feel like there's almost this sobering moment for you coming through from this connection of like, okay, I feel like because there's been uncertainty, I've like filled in the gaps of this connection and I've turned it into something that really doesn't align with me. Like I feel like this isn't something that allows you to stand in your integrity. But it's almost like because there was that hope maybe, or you saw like a glimpse of this Ten of Cups with this person. Yeah. And it's almost like, it's like can be really hard to accept like that maybe a situation is more of the Ten of Swords if we've had our hopes up, and it can be easy to just keep our kind of hopes up and stay in this uncertain state and kind of be in this, you know, seeing things with rose-tinted glasses or seeing things as better than they are. So we also have Leo energy here with the Sun. So hopefully that gives you an idea of whether or not this is your connection. Now we're going to see how your person thinks you currently feel. How does pile number two's person think that they feel? We have the Three of Pentacles. Okay. We have the Three of Swords. We have the Two of Swords in reverse. We have the Nine of Wands. Can we clarify the Three of Pentacles? We have the Five of Swords. Can we clarify the Three of Swords? We have the Seven of Wands. Can we clarify the Two of Swords? We have the Fool in reverse. And then can we clarify the Nine of Wands? King of Cups in reverse. Yeah, okay. Temperance in reverse with the bottom of the deck. And then so we have Aquarius energy, and then we also have Temperance here. So yeah, I really do feel like your person is definitely, I think they're actually kind of aware of how you feel, if anything. Like, I feel like this person feels that you've definitely put your guard up towards them. And it's almost like they feel like you've kind of realized that this person is not emotionally in not like invested, but like they're not the King of Cups upright, where like maybe you hope that this person like had deep feelings and like was in touch with their emotions. Like I feel like you've kind of, this person believes that you've come to the conclusion that they are not that they're kind of immature even, or someone that's slightly emotionally manipulative, or someone that is not emotionally invested. Yeah, and I feel like you've called time on them, honestly. Like I feel like with Temperance in reverse, this person maybe feels like you've lost your patience with them. Um yeah, you've lost your patience with this person is how they feel. They know that you have. And I feel like they maybe feel that like that you're feeling definitely hurt by the situation with the Three of Swords here, that you're defending your heart now at this point. And with the Two of Swords in reverse, I feel like you've kind of come out of this indecision energy, and I feel like you've decided to protect yourself from this person. And I almost feel like it's kind of disturbing to what a degree like they're aware of this, because I feel like it then shows that they kind of know how they've been coming off to you, and like if they haven't done anything about that. But it's like, I feel like if you've had your defensives down, or like you've kind of been jumping in to the situation with this person without thinking, it's almost like you are now no longer unconsciously or just taking a risk, like being in this energy of being carefree towards them, and not like being careful in a way, not being like, I feel like the Seven of Wands is such a different energy from the Fool, and especially the Fool in reverse, where like the Seven of Wands is very, very guarded and is very sure of like what they want in a situation, and is also not going to let someone, you know, push them off balance with Temperance here. And they're also not going to let someone like, not like take advantage is a way, but it's almost like they're not going to let someone like trifle with them. Like they see the truth of people, or it's not even like they see the truth. It's just that they know when their ground is being tread upon or they're being disrespected. And so I almost feel like your person feels like you felt disrespected. And I feel like you maybe wanted to think with the Three of Pentacles here that, you know, that this person was on your side or something, but it's like now they feel like you really do see them as someone who's more in this Five of Swords energy. And they maybe even think that you feel like you're in this Five of Swords energy, where you kind of realize that it's like, it's not a situation where you can just comfortably like be friends with this person or have your guard down and, you know, sort of like try to work with them. There's almost this feeling of your person knowing that you are now like, it's almost like you're alerted to them, and you are realizing that you haven't been getting the fair end of things, or that your ground has been tread upon. And it's almost like this energy of where your softness has broken, where it's like you had this soft place, I feel like, where you maybe were wanting to be cooperative with them, but this person feels like you've made the hard decision to like let your heart kind of break in order to defend yourself here. Yeah. And I think that they definitely, yeah, Eight of Swords here in reverse, like you're kind of breaking free from the situation. Oh, okay. Can we clarify the Fool in reverse? Yeah, we have the Three of Wands here. So I feel like there's this energy of you no longer sitting in, like maybe this person like kept you waiting a lot. And it's like you're no longer a fool. Like you're not waiting for this person anymore, and this lack of clarity, because remember it came through as the Ten of Wands. It's like you're seeing the burden that it's been, and I feel like that also came through in your energy check-in. And I honestly feel like your energy check-in and how this person thinks you feel is pretty accurate. Like this person's actually pretty spot on to being aware of how you feel. Yeah, like very, very much so. Like this is pretty spot on here. Um, and I feel like you might have lost your cool with this person too. Like, I feel like this person maybe really has pushed you to your wit's end. And I feel like that came through with like the Nine of Wands in reverse, where it's almost like you could only tolerate this for so long. And maybe you really did try because you wanted to be open to the possibility of like a positive future with this person. But it's almost like you had enough. Like you had enough with this situation. And it's almost like with the Fool in reverse here, it's like a fool's errand. Like you're starting to feel like this situation's a fool's errand. And you're putting up your guard towards it. Can we clarify the Three of Pentacles? We have Strength with Leo. Can we clarify the Five of Swords? The Eight of Pentacles here in reverse. Yeah, the Empress in reverse. I feel like it was taking a lot of strength for you. Yeah, I feel like there's an energy here of like you maybe had been controlling sort of your frustration in the situation is how I feel. And it's like even while your heart was broken, I feel like you still you were still being kind to this person and cooperative. But I feel like with the Eight of Pentacles here in reverse, like I feel like you started to feel that the work that you were putting into the situation was going to waste, or that this person was not at all reciprocating the level of effort you were putting in, or like, yeah, it's like you were willing to do the work here. And then I feel like maybe it's possible that you did, maybe there was a conflict with this person where that sort of like energy kind of broke because you had this like realization or just this feeling of like, this is not a balanced situation. This is not reciprocal. Yeah. And I feel like you might have sort of reacted to this person in a way, like with Temperance in reverse, like you definitely might have said something to them. But I also feel like it was kind of like justified in a way, because it's almost like there was this covert Five of Swords energy underneath the surface that you weren't really seeing. And then it's almost like it kind of clicked within you. And I feel like you may have really like maybe acted from a hurt place, but it was definitely you setting your boundaries. And it was definitely that part of you that felt like you needed to protect yourself, or you needed to, yeah, it's like it came from a deeper part of yourself that felt disrespected, kind of waiting on them, or like that they kind of make you feel like a fool. Like that they may leave you waiting in this uncertainty. And like not telling you how they feel, like not being clear about that, not being emotionally available. Yeah, I just think you lost your patience here. You weren't being treated to your worth is how it feels. Okay. Let's get some oracle cards and then we'll see how this person is feeling towards you. All right, how does pile number two's person think that they're feeling toward them? Yeah, we have Angel of Strength here. And so I do feel, though, that like this person does feel like you kind of bossed up and reclaimed your power. Yeah, and reclaimed your value as well. It's like you weren't being treated with your value. We have Man holding a coin. Yeah, we have Deceit here. So it's like, yeah, carrying connection at the bottom of the deck. Like, I feel like you kind of had a realization that this wasn't a situation that was of value to you, or that what you were holding out for, like what you were, like, it's almost like you were channeling your strength energy and your what's the word? Perseverance, like toward this connection, and like almost staying strong for it. But it's almost like realizing that it was a lie and that this isn't a caring connection. And also kind of realizing that what you kind of thought about this person, or like whatever you imagined with this person, like wasn't something that was it wasn't true. And this person was being deceitful. Like that's the truth of it. You kind of realize that this person is not being honest with you, not being upfront with you. and is not worth what you've been putting toward them. And I feel like this person could have been breadcrumbing you. Let me just get a sip of water, sorry. You might have Leo in your chart. Okay, so for pile number 2, how does their person think that they feel? Yeah, TikTok, like you're waiting on them. Like you were kind of being patient though as well. We have observer here in reverse. Yeah, that you were very wrapped up in the situation, and so it may have been hard for you to kind of see it. We have Treasure Island here in reverse. Yeah, and then we have a leg up in reverse, and then we have no place like home in the reverse, and then co-create. So yeah, I really do feel that at some point your person feels like you kind of got perspective on the situation and realized that like this situation wasn't what is it? It's like you realize that this person is kind of in this Treasure Island in reverse energy. Like maybe you kind of had to realize, like you were too close up to the situation to realize that this person was maybe in more of a coward-like energy, or was in an energy of not really rising to their full potential in the situation, and that they weren't really in a position, like they weren't really this man holding a coin, like a very confident person that was going to see your value. It's almost like you started to feel like this person wasn't seeing your value. And then with a leg up in reverse, it started to feel very imbalanced, like you were doing all of the work. And then with no place like home, it's almost like it's like realizing that someone didn't appreciate you enough, I think. Or that you realized you're kind of in this situation. Yeah, like they maybe feel like you, like this, a leg up situation. You started to realize that this situation led you back to something that is not healthy for you. And it's like you may have been trying to create like a home out of the situation, or trying to create this situation to be something, but it's almost like you were doing all the work and this person wasn't really seeing the value of it. And it's almost like you weren't seeing that either. Because it's like when you're so wrapped up in something, it's hard to get perspective on it. So yeah. Okay, so now we're gonna see how this person is feeling towards you. I'll have that link down below. But other than that, if you enjoyed this, if you're able to hit the like button and leave a comment, I really appreciate everyone who does that. And if you want to see more pick a card readings from my channel, I would appreciate if you subscribe. And then other than that, it's been an honor to read for you, and thank you so much for being here. Hello, pile number 3. Welcome to your reading. If you chose the Pastel Journey Tarot and this rose quartz raw crystal, this is going to be your reading where we're looking at how your person, or the person on your mind, is thinking that you feel about them. So there will be an extended reading where we're going to be looking at your person's thoughts and feelings towards you, but that is going to be the extended. So if you guys are interested in that, I will have it linked down below. For this reading, we're going to be starting off with an energy check-in, and we're going to be looking at your perspective of this person and this connection. And it's really meant to help you feel more confident that this is the right pile for you, that this is your reading. So before you invest in fully watching it, you do feel confirmed that this is your situation. So if it doesn't feel that way, definitely don't force the pile to work for you. It's important that you are honest with yourself and listening to your intuition when you are watching these readings. So for pile number 3, what is their perspective? What are their thoughts and feelings? And How are they viewing this person? Actually, not their thoughts and feelings, but how is pile number 3 viewing this person and this connection? How will they know that this is their reading? All right, one more shuffle. All right, we have the Magician, the Knight of Swords in reverse. We have the Seven of Cups. We have the Lovers in reverse, Gemini. Just want to see where we are on the screen. Okay, cool. Can we clarify the Magician, please? Okay, we have the Eight of Wands and the Wheel of Fortune. So I'm kind of enjoying the vibe coming through. I don't want to speak too soon, but I do feel like there's a little bit more of like a fresh energy in this pile. Meaning that it just feels like maybe this is newer, or there's definitely still a lot more to be discovered in this situation. Like it feels like you're still kind of figuring this person or the situation out. Can we clarify the Knight of Swords in reverse? We have the Nine of Swords in the reverse. Okay, maybe I don't want to speak too soon, but I still think I'm picking up. I think I'm still getting it. Okay, can we clarify the Seven of Cups? With the Six of Cups, cute. Can we clarify the Lovers in reverse? We have the Princess of Pentacles in the reverse, and then the Page of Swords in reverse at the bottom of the deck. Okay, so I feel like this is a situation that you are feeling, you have a good feeling towards this person. And maybe with the Magician being here, you maybe have been manifesting like new opportunities in love, or yeah, there's just a quality of maybe feeling like this situation is fated, or like you manifested this person in. Like maybe this person kind of came in unexpectedly or very quickly, like into your life. And I just feel like there's sort of like a whirlwind feeling about this, or like sort of an excitement. I definitely think you're excited about this person. I feel with the Knight of Swords and the Seven of Cups that you're still not 100% sure about where this connection is headed, or what, like it's still unfolding and you're not 100% sure. But I also feel like there's this energy that you have where you're trying not to overthink things or get in your head. Like maybe you guys have done that before, where you might like really overthink a situation or feel like you have to be like super sure about what it is. And maybe like, and I'm just laughing because we're at a tarot reading right now, but maybe sometimes you guys, like, I could just see, for example, you guys talking to your friends and like analyzing a lot of small things and being like, well, what do you guys think? Like, what does that mean? Like, what does this mean for sure? And I almost just feel like there's this energy you're having where you're trying to just like be open, and it's like you are, I don't know if some of you guys have been like actually trying to manifest something or becoming more aware of like the manifestation process, but there is a real feeling of manifestation here of like, okay, like I set intention into the universe and now I have to just trust that the universe is going to bring in, what I'm really looking for and what I want, or what intention I've set out. And so I feel like you are actively constraining your logical part of your head that maybe wants to overthink things. And I feel like there's kind of a cute sort of like innocent feeling to this. And it's like a feeling of trying to be truly vulnerable and open in your energy. And that's how it feels. And it feels like you are in this energy of attracting things toward you. And I'm wondering if even you guys may have more than one option in love right now, or that's definitely coming in for you. Um, okay. And so, yeah, and I'm wondering here if like, I wonder if you do have more than one option. Or maybe because it's almost like you don't want to make the wrong decision when it comes to maybe your options. If you guys don't have options or like actively at the moment, I feel that you are in this manifestation energy where you are acting as if you have an abundance of options, which love that. You do have an abundance of options. And I feel like because you're acting, because you are embodying that energy, there's a sort of a selective process that you do want to go through, but it's like you do want to feel things out and be open to them, but you also are not going to get like so attached to them that you aren't open to other things, or that you kind of settle on the wrong thing, or you make a decision out of out of fear. Because like with the Lovers in reverse, it can kind of be like, I feel like it's in this case, I just feel like I'm really enjoying your energy. You guys feel really cute to me, or like I'm like here for you for this. Like I like what you're doing for some reason. I just enjoy your energy. I don't know why it's making me feel giddy, and it's making me feel like, I don't know, like I just think it's so cute. Like I don't even know how to describe it. But I just feel like there's this energy of giving people sort of a chance, but not closing down your options. With the Page of Swords in reverse, to me, this is feeling like you're trying to not be too critical, or you're trying, like, it's this energy of, I don't know why you guys are doing this. I guess I would have to like figure out more about your past, but I don't even need to go into that. But it just almost feels like in this context, you're trying to not be too selective or too critical is almost how it feels. Okay. Can we clarify actually that the Lovers in reverse? Yeah, we had the Four of Cups. So what I'm seeing here is, yeah, definitely this energy of like, you're trying to not be closed off. Like that's how I feel. Maybe this makes you feel a little bit delulu or something, or like maybe there's like, you guys are very much not the kind of, maybe you don't want to be the kind of person who's like delusional, or maybe you tend to feel like you're being delusional, or you're quick to think that, is what I'm wondering. Because like a lot of times when I get the Page of Pentacles in reverse, it can be someone who is being a little bit unrealistic, but I almost feel like there's this energy of romance, or being a little bit like head in the clouds, and like not having to be super realistic, at least in the beginning stages here, before you like make a decision almost. It's almost like that's helping you be more playful and open to situations. I hope I'm getting that energy right. Yeah, because maybe there's like a fear of, I don't know, but let me see. Okay, that's what I'm going to say. I'm just going to say that that's the energy I'm picking up on. And I'm not going to overthink it. So hopefully that resonates. So whoever you came to this reading for is who we're going to be trying to tune into. So definitely think about the person that you are most wanting to know about. So we're going to be seeing how they think you're feeling about them. I wonder if you guys have ever had like a tendency to like self-sabotage, maybe by ruling situations out too quickly, because like, let's say someone didn't give you enough certainty, and like maybe in the past, or like you may have just like, and like totally relate to this, like I 100% get it, but like it's this feeling of, jumping to conclusions too quickly, because there's a lack of like certainty about like what the person's intentions are, or where it's headed. And I feel like you're really letting yourself, maybe you're pushing yourself, I feel, in this situation to like be more okay with the uncertainty, and almost not even just being okay with the uncertainty, but realizing that it's almost like more romantic when you don't really know everything, and it doesn't always have to be like a bad thing in a way. Yeah. It's like I'm proud of this energy. I enjoy this. I need to do this too. Because it really gives that manifestation energy though, of like you're just trusting that you are going to manifest in what you want, and it's like you're open to exploring, but you don't have expectations. It's just like you are very much, it's very playful and very childlike. It's like that's how children are. Like they don't overthink things and try to be too practical about everything. It's like they can just make a new friend and not wonder like, well, is this friendship going to last? What role is this, like, what if they end up doing this, and it's kind of like, as a child, there's slightly more innocence that we have. But with that innocence, like, yes, it can be something that is scary, but it's also something that can be very magical and like fun and playful. But anyways, okay. So how does pile number 3's person, and I love the deck we use, Pastel Journey. So cute. This is so cute. I don't know why I feel that way, but okay. I'm sorry to say this, and I'm like, I really do not think that you guys are old or anything like that, but I don't know if you guys have seen on Netflix, it's like the later daters, and it's like people that haven't like dated for a really long time, deciding to date again. And like, it's just like so cute for some reason that they're like kind of pushing themselves to do that. And it's almost like and I'm not saying that you guys are older. It's just that energy of kind of reopening up to that space, especially if we've been closed off to it, or, we just have certain walls up in regards to it. And I feel like a lot of the people, like there's like a dating coach on it, and she's very much like someone didn't want to go on a second date with another person because they didn't like their same like football team, and like they were being so deadpan about it, like that's just kind of a red flag. And they're like, are we being a little too nitpicky about things, like and it was just like very funny to me and like cute. So I don't know if like it's kind of like that, where like you're just trying not to be maybe like overly selective or like shutting things down because maybe you're too specific about what you want, or you're not really open to seeing how it can unfold. But I feel like you guys are in the process of being more open to that. So anyways, okay. So how does pile number 3's person think that they feel? Oh my God, 10 of Cups, stop. We have the 9 of Swords. We have the 4 of Cups. Okay, interesting. We have the 9 of Pentacles. Can we clarify the 10 of Cups? We have the 5 of Wands in reverse. Can we clarify the 9 of Swords? We have the 7 of Cups. Can we clarify the 4 of Cups? We have the... I just heard a scrub is a guy that can't get no love from me. Can we clarify the 9 of Pentacles? Okay, yeah, we had the Queen of Swords here, and then the 10 of Swords in reverse. Okay. Okay. So I feel like... Okay, I feel like your person, with the 10 of Cups here, let me just look at this. With the 5 of Wands in reverse, it's almost like they think that... I think this person does think that you're looking for sort of like a relationship, like maybe that you are wanting to find like a forever person, or wanting to find like someone that you can build like a lot of mutual happiness with. But I also feel like maybe your person feels that you might like, this is so funny, like that you might be like conflict averse in a sense, or that you might feel that you might have an image of the 10 of Cups being a situation where there isn't as much conflict. And so I do feel like your person definitely picks up on your very selective energy, also picks up on that you definitely are confident within yourself, or like if you guys have been single because you guys are like, you guys are sufficient. It feels like you guys are independent people and you're happy to be that way. This person definitely thinks that you are very selective. And so I feel like your person with the Queen of Swords here also feels like you have this very like strong discerning eye, where you are not like critical, but you are very, very discerning. And so I wonder if your person maybe feels that you aren't, that maybe they almost might think that you think that that you might question their intentions, or that you might question their stability, or that you might feel like this person doesn't have enough, not like doesn't have enough money, but like maybe like they feel like you are concerned about their level of like abundance or their level of stability, like the like the material sense of not just like money, but also someone who's going to be like a provider, a protector, someone who's going to build with you, someone that's going to be reliable and stable and consistent. Like, I feel like this person thinks that you are like really looking out for any signs that this person is not a upright King of Pentacles in any way. And it's almost this energy as well of like, you like your person thinking that you're not the kind of person who's going to settle because you already have what you need on your own, and so you have this like liberty to be very selective. But this person also feels like you might like get in your head sometimes and think of like worst case scenarios, and yeah, so your person totally picks up on maybe you sometimes being a little bit averse to like the unknowns in a situation, or not knowing if something's going to conflict or something like that. Like, I feel like your person thinks that you really want to find something that doesn't conflict with you, or someone who has like the same values for what they want in the end, or like what they want to make them happy. Like you don't want someone that conflicts with your version of happiness in a way. Yeah, so I'm gonna get a sip of water again. Your person definitely thinks that you do overthink things. And yeah, that like do you guys have Virgo energy? Because there is kind of this vibe of like really wanting to like maybe getting like caught up on the details, and like maybe your person feeling like you may be quick to kind of judge something. So it's funny that it came through that you're like trying not to do that, but they do think that maybe you're not interested in them. Like, they maybe think that you are concerned that you guys don't have the same vision for the future, or that yeah, or that like but because you don't really know what's going to happen, like you may kind of be extra cautious, or just like kind of think that there are certain things that won't work between the two of you. Yeah, and the Ten of Swords in reverse, it's almost like I feel like you may be like this person thinks that you may really think all the way, you may think things through very intensely, kind of rather than being in the moment in a way. But I also kind of feel like there could be an energy, like this is randomly coming through, so I'm just gonna say it, but like it's almost like your person maybe thinks that like maybe for some of you guys, like there is concern about this person's material, but it also could be that because you already have everything that you need, like maybe you kind of make it known that you're not as interested like in someone being like flashy or like showing off financially, because like you already are fine. Like, this is just maybe for some of you, but it's like the thing that's most important to you is like the emotional aspect, and making sure that the vision for the future is really shared. And it's almost like, if you're going to let someone in your life, it's more important that you guys have like the same dreams, and that you guys have the same vision, and that it's not going to conflict, or there's not going to be too much conflict there. Because there's a strong sense of like, if it's not going to work out, we might as well end it now. But let me just clarify. Can we clarify the King of Pentacles in reverse? Yeah, we had the seven of, you guys are funny. You guys are a funny group. Yeah, with the Seven of Wands, this person just definitely feels like you're very much in this energy of like no BS in a way too, where it's like just be like, don't think like you have standards. You guys stand down on your guys' standards, and um like you make it very clear that you're not interested, like that you have a very strong sense of self-respect and what you know you deserve, and like you're not going to let anyone push you off your pedestal, or you're, it's almost this energy of like, I'm not the kind of girl that you can kind of like mess with, or guy, I'm not the kind of person that, you know, you're not going to knock me off my pedestal. Like I'm very confident in myself, and I know where I stand and what I want, and I don't need you to control me. Like I don't need you to tell me what I want, what to do. I think for myself. I'm very independent in what I think. And so there's almost this energy of, you know, them saying that like that you feel like that's just really not up for debate here, or like, I guess I hope that makes sense, that you're very disinterested in someone who, yeah. And so I'm actually kind of getting less that it's this, well, I don't know, it could go either way, but it's just like overall you're looking for a person that mirrors your energy, is how this person feels. So like I feel like you would want someone who, you don't want someone who is going to like rely on you and not have their stuff together, like they're not in their Seven of Wands energy. You want someone who has strong principles, and a strong sense of self and a strong sense of stability, and that they stay in their lane kind of. And then like, but you also don't want someone who is, you know, like thinks that they're going to control another person, or thinks that like is going to like overstep boundaries or not respect another person's values and things like that. Yeah. Okay, I want to see, why is the Five of Wands here in reverse? We have the Five of Pentacles here in the reverse. This person, let me just get one more. Let me just get one more. The Knight of Wands here. There's something here around being afraid maybe of like change or something, or there's almost a feeling of like you not wanting to have to sacrifice certain things, or like maybe you still want to be free in some way. I think overall what's coming through with this Five of Wands in reverse, the Five of Pentacles, and the Knight of Wands, it's like you don't want to have to lose your freedom in a way, is what I want to say. Or like, actually, let me see, why is the Seven of Cups here? Okay, Seven of Pentacles and then the Tower. So no, that's not what I'm getting. So they maybe feel that you are afraid, like you don't want them to be like a player kind of a person. Like maybe they feel that you are maybe concerned about maybe this person's options even, because it's kind of coming through like that. Like, is there going to be like a Tower moment? Is the rug going to be ripped from underneath my feet? Like, I don't want to be betrayed. Yeah, so it's kind of coming through in a way where maybe you guys have experienced that, like where you were relying on someone or something like that. And so like you maybe have had to become more of like an independent person that can take care of themselves and like doesn't really have to rely on other people. But I do feel that you want to open yourself up. But I feel like when it comes to the Seven of Cups here, it's like, I feel like this person thinks you may be concerned that they are dating other people, or that they have a lot of other options. And I feel like there's this energy here of you not wanting to have to compete, or you also being concerned of like being left out in the cold if this person is like out doing whatever they want. Like, yeah. And so I feel like with the Seven of Pentacles, you want something, you don't want to invest in something that's just gonna turn out to be like not real or turn out to be kind of an illusion. So you guys are definitely concerned about that. And I feel like one of your concerns definitely might be like having competition, or someone who's like kind of in a player type energy. And in that case, it would make me feel like you're very protective and that you want someone who's very serious about you and wants to be committed, with the King of Pentacles in reverse. And this person thinks that you're afraid that they don't have that vision. And they may even feel like you are kind of closed off to them because of your fears of them maybe having other options or things like, you know, not working out between the two of you. Like this person definitely views you as being very, very discerning, and concerned about like betrayal or concerned about an ending. Can we clarify the Ten of Swords in reverse? This almost wanted to come out in reverse though. And so I feel like there's just this energy of being very protective of your heart. And like when it comes to opening up to someone and giving someone that sweet side of you, it's almost like you have to feel very sure and secure that you're just not going to be betrayed. I also feel like with the Four of Cups, this could represent like wanting to feel sure that if you guys were in a relationship, that they would not like cheat on you, or that they wouldn't be open, like that they would say no, or just like maybe being afraid that this person would get bored in a relationship, because there's kind of an energy of that, of like, okay, well, like what if this is the kind of person who's going to get bored in a relationship and, you know, is going to want to explore their options. Can we clarify the Four of Cups? We have this star here. I don't know. This is just like a possibility, but I'm wondering if this is someone that like maybe gets a lot of attention, there could be something to do with that here. Like, are they going to need attention from other people? But there's also an energy with the star of you feeling that you are unique, and you're not going to be interested in someone who's not going to honor that uniqueness, or is not going to honor like your independent mind and not going to let you shine, for example. And then there's just a message coming through of like not wanting a relationship with someone that is going to try to suppress your individuality, or going to try to control you, or not let you follow your unique individual path. That's also coming through again here. So it's getting a little bit confusing whose energy is who, but hopefully I'm just channeling and you can apply what applies to you and what doesn't, because I just feel like overall it might be twofold, that there's a concern about someone having options. Another interpretation is that maybe this person thinks that you are concerned that they are controlling, or that they are gonna constrain you in some kind of a way. Let me see what the truth is though. How can I ask that? What's pile number 3's? This is how they think you feel. What do they think this concern is with the Nine of Swords? The Page of Cups here. See, I feel like there's a fear here when it comes to opening up and being soft and vulnerable. And yeah, like opening up in that way where it's that childlike playfulness. It's that dreamlike energy where we're just going to be okay with like being imaginative together. So, and what does pile number 3's person think pile number 3 feels about the King of Pentacles in reverse? Yeah, okay, so yeah, I think the concern definitely would be that, gosh, it keeps coming through both ways. That's really frustrating. Maybe it's just different for different people, but either way, there's a sense here of this person thinking that you either feel that you're afraid that this person isn't like legit, that they aren't really someone who's super reliable, you know, or being afraid. I feel like there's a fear also that you would get bored or that they would get bored. So just apply it how it is, because I'm just, sometimes when the energy comes through like this, it's hard to tell who is who, but take it as it makes sense to you. So if you guys feel like in this relationship, you're definitely not the kind of person who thinks you're going to get bored in a relationship, and you've never made it seem like that, then I think that this person feels that you're afraid that they would get bored and that, you know, they're not going to be reliable. If you have been afraid of like commitment, or you've been afraid of, like being in a relationship or having a shared vision, for some of you, you guys might be afraid that you'd have to give up like your autonomy or give up your, individuality and give up your freedom, and also like being afraid of someone who's going to be controlling, you know, so and someone who's going to try to like control, you know, what you do and what you think. So it might be both those fears, it might be one or the other, but just, you know, whatever makes sense to you essentially. All right, so let's get some oracle cards. How does pile number 3's person think that they're feeling? We have why here in reverse. Yeah, concerned about their intentions. Like there's this energy that you have where you're very much like, you want to know this person's intentions. You want to know if this person knows what their intentions are. Like you're very like cautious in that way. And with observer here, I do feel like you have this very Queen of Swords, like objective viewpoint. And it's like, you may really try to know certain, like you try to get a view of this person unbiased in a way. And so that might be a part of where it's like harder for you to like flow in situations, because there might be a part of you who always is wanting to keep some distance in a way to make sure you're seeing things correctly and you don't want to get lost in it. We have a leg up. How does pile number 3 think that pile number 3's person think that they're feeling? Yeah, we have unfinished symphony in reverse, and then we have loyal heart here. Yeah, so in serendipity. And so I feel like they think that you are feeling like you're looking, you guys may be the kind of people that have been used to doing things on your own. And so it feels like your person really wants to feel that this is a relationship that's very give and take, that's very interdependent, where sometimes you receive and sometimes you give. And I feel like they want to make sure that they feel like you want to make sure that they're the kind of person that will be able to support you, that you want to make sure this is the kind of person that can support you. Yeah, and is going to be loyal. So I definitely feel like with loyal heart coming through, it's like, I feel like they may want to make sure that you don't have any unfinished business with anyone else, that you're going to be loyal. They definitely know that loyalty is really important to you, and that like mutual support and being reliable is important. But it's also this energy of, again, for some of you guys that feel like maybe you're less worried about the loyalty, it might even just be that you want to make sure this is someone who knows about healthy interdependence in relationships. It's definitely this energy of wanting to make sure that there's a person that is in the same vision as you, where you want to have a healthy interdependent relationship where each person has a sense of self that's well defined and respected, but then there's also an ability to lean on the other person. And like, that's really what you're looking for. And so that's what this person thinks. This person also thinks that you feel that you are like, that there is a level of like fatedness between you, or that you do feel led to this person with serendipity. Like there might be, it's like there are certain signs of like this, like green flags in the situation, or feelings of like, wow, like I can't believe you like that too, or wow, that's what I want. But then they just kind of feel like you might doubt that sometimes. And then with unfinished symphony in reverse, I almost feel like there's this energy of like, I don't want a situation that isn't going to make it until the end, or that's going to have like a lot of off and on. Like that's just kind of what I'm getting with that. Also not wanting something that where there's baggage from the past is what I'm picking up on. But yeah, I think this person really picks up what you're putting down. Yeah, and they want to they know that you want to make sure that they are an intentional person and that they come to relationships with intention, because you clearly do. I love your guys' energy. This is just so cute and great, and I totally respect it. And the right person totally is going to respect it with you too. So we're going to now look at this person's feelings for you, and we'll get guidance for you on this connection. So if you guys want to join that, I will have it linked. Was I just in the view? Sorry. Okay. Why am I doing that? Stop that. Okay. If you guys want to check that out, I will have it linked down below in the description box. But other than that, if you guys found this helpful, if you're able to hit the like button, leave a comment. I really do appreciate everyone who supports me in that way. And if you want to see future pick a card readings, I would love for you to subscribe. And other than that, it's been an honor to read for you, and I hope to connect with you again soon.